We're coming. We're coming. It still says scheduled in the corner. Hurry up. Oh, there we are. We're here. Lovely. We are now live. This is
Oh,
the Mad Scientists. I'm Mad Frankie. There's Violet Igel over there. My uh, bear garden keeper, keeping me in the bear garden and not letting me escape. Right. And today, together, we make the Mad Scientists. There we go.
we're
Nearly
getting
lost the plot.
nearly,
There we
nearly. Okay, okay. Hi, Liz. Hi, Ricky. Hi, Chris. Hi, Evie. Who else? Hi, Julie. It is so nice to see you, Julie. You usually have to run off to work. Welcome, welcome, everyone. Thank you for being here.
Well, today we are doing something a little bit different
Hi,
in that I'm trying to incorporate uh, stencils with collographs, and I've thought of a way. And as far as I can think at the moment, from the way I'm thinking of doing it, it needs to be a particular type of stencil. So I made this little design because we have these things, the there we go, the honesty seeds, or I have anyway. But the thing is, they're so delicate; they don't last long.
right.
So what I thought I'd do was I'd make a stencil. So that's what I've done. So I drew the design, then I made it dark enough, and then I put it in to my computer and tried it out. And I thought, okay, let's try it another way. Because what I got was this sort of thing. I thought, yeah, that's okay, but well, I could do with a few of those to try something out. But I also thought it would be nice to do it more start at the bottom sort of thing and just do it like this, right? So I've just cut it. That one's got something in it, but the others are mostly just plain. So that I've done a few copies, so I can stick them together like that. And in a moment, if Violet will say something, I will nip and see if the one I've had on the silhouette machine is finished cutting, and we'll see if we can get that one, because that one I'm cutting out of this kind of thicker card. Yeah, I think it's 220 GSM or something, isn't it? It's right here. 300 GSM even. So it's a good bit of thickness, that one. So I'll see if that's done. And I've been cutting and sticking a new design down.
No design.
To make a new collograph. And on this collograph, I will be using these. So I'll be able to stick a few of those down. I cut more than one so that I could do that.
So you can
to make a bit of height, yes.
Yeah.
So I can do that. But the ones I've cut out of the 300 GSM, maybe even better. This doesn't want to stick. I'm going to have to put a bit more on there. I'll put a bit of ordinary glue on the this stuff. Ordinary. Art glitter glue. This is my ancient bottle of art glitter glue. That keeps trying to pop up. So I'm going to stick that bit down there. See, it's trying to pop up.
Evie says she loves that. I agree.
It's so simple to make this one because it's just using a hole punch, just to make holes in a piece of card. It's simple. And I think that's wonderful to be able to do something so easily with waste things that you would normally be chucking out.
Hi, Anne. No demerits. No demerits for anyone. We appreciate everyone that shows up to watch the live, and nobody gets demerits for being late. Nobody.
No. Besides, I mean, we've got the facility of replay, so we don't have to worry about it.
And sometimes we're rushing a little late too, and I'm not handing out demerits. It's going to happen.
No, we'd end up with too many. We'd have them all. There we go.
Evie said that's what she did, and then she glued the dots down.
Yeah, I've got the dots as well. I've got them down here. There we go. Some of the dots, so I can do that as well. So if you'll talk to people for just a moment, I'll go and see if that's finished cutting. Okay?
There you
Can
go.
you do that?
I can do that. Yeah, sure.
Good.
Go ahead and
Yep.
let me bring my camera back.
Go on then.
And then you can bring me up if you want. And
Yep.
I'll show everybody.
There we go. Solo layout. There you go. Right.
We'll
Back in a
put here. A little bit of a lag. But I think I was talking the other day about using my pasta maker, pasta machine, pasta crank, whatever you want to call it, to do stencils. So Fran, I showed Fran, I finally figured out and got it done. I have the little bitty dragonfly, and got 2 cut out. So hi Martha, if I missed you before. Dragonflies, yeah, I love dragonflies. So I got 2 cut out. One is a file folder and one is a painted paper, gel printed painted paper. And what I did is put it on the highest setting, which is 9, which means this is the smallest space there is. And keep in mind, these are metal. So I've already ruined the wheels on this. If you mark up or scar up the wheels on your thing, it's going to show up on your polymer clay. So if that's important to you, you don't want to do this with a good pasta machine. I've already ruined this, and I only use my pasta machine to knead the clay. I don't use it to specifically take out any markings. So anyway, painted papers. And I had to put, like I said, I had to put a shim behind it, like a piece of file folder, to make it really tight in there. And that's how I cut that out. Now, in this case, this is quite short, and I could put it in this way and make it even longer. But this is short. This isn't very long. There's a gap underneath. I have to make sure that when it comes out this way down here, it hits this base plate, because it's not going to go any further. So I have to make sure it'll fit down there. In this case, with this one, I wouldn't want to roll it down in there this way. I'd want to go this way because it won't bend. An embossing folder, I can run through here and do it, and the embossing folder will bend out so I can get it through. Hi, Colleen. Hi, Carol. Hi, Diane. Hi, Carla. So, yeah, if you were going to use your pasta machine, you have to put it on the highest setting, which is 9. Put it through there. I would not recommend this. It's extremely hard on my hands. My hands are swollen again today from doing this. I think I'm becoming sadistic with the pain. But it did cut out. Did cut out quite nicely.
Well, there you go.
Yeah. It's just that I'm going to do leaves. I've got little leaves that I'm going to try next. But again, I would be very leery to recommend it. If you do it, you do it. But be aware, as you're cranking the piece down in there, it's hard. It is hard to crank, and my hands are swollen from doing it. So if you have problems with your hands, yeah, just
beware.
Just get a die cut machine. It's worth it. It's more worth it. I'm still debating on it. We'll see. All right. Is that enough? Are you back? Are you back, woman?
Yeah, I'm back. I'm here. I'm just this. I need a new blade. This isn't cutting great. One or two.
You need to clean your blade housing too. I keep telling you that.
Oh yeah. I you've got to walk me through that because I've got no idea where it is or what it is.
Do that. I have my dishwasher is running in the background. No, I don't have a die cut machine, and or Cuddle Bug, Big Shot, anything like that. I've always, when I needed stencils, I need to get my camera stopped and bring Fran back. I've always, when I needed stencils, Teresa Church, who you see on here on occasion, she's Fran, headphones.
Oh, yep. Sorry. Hang on 1 second.
Thank you, Liz.
Sorry.
We both
Completely not quite happy. Hang on. Let me plug in. Hello. Is that better?
That is better. Hi, Mariah. Yeah, you were getting feedback. I'm sorry, everyone. Very sorry. We both forgot.
That's better. Yeah, completely forgot all about it. There we go. So I get 2 deals out of this. So I've got a piece of card with all this, and I can use that both as a colograph element, so I get the indentation, or I can use it with these 2 put together like that.
Oh, Carol. Okay, hold on. Then I got to tell you.
That's the wrong one. I'm trying to find its matching. There we are. There's a matching one. Only that is Tyvek. So where's the matching one in the other stuff? So I cut loads of these. Yeah, I cut what now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 16 of these. There's 2 more there. I haven't cut out yet. No, that's Tyvek. I keep picking up the Tyvek ones.
Ooh.
I've got to kick these out. I think this is one of them.
I got to tell you that Carol, Canadian artisan, she, remember the other day I sent you the link for Anne and you watched Anne use your stencils?
Yeah, I did, yeah.
Well, Carol was live this morning. I missed you, Carol. I'm sorry. I will definitely watch the replay. Today, Carol used yours.
Oh, did she? I must go and have a look.
So I'm going to post the link for everybody. When they get a chance, go see what Carol did with Fran's stencils, whichever ones she chose. And wow. I will send it to you also.
We're getting exposure.
We are. And so kind of everyone. Thank you, everyone. Yeah. All the links to PM Artist Studio, and well, maybe not today. Today it will be in today's. Trust me. I don't know how I missed today's, but the links for PM Artist Studio, hashtags, all that will be in there today when the stream is over. I was really busy this morning. So it's
my fault. What I should have done was what I did last time, which was create the new broadcast and copy what was in the old broadcast and just have the extra stuff and different stuff. But I didn't think of that. I didn't do it while the previous broadcast was still there in StreamYard. So my bad. Very sorry.
Colleen wants me to go ahead and buy an electric die cut machine. I thought, like I said, I've been thinking about it, and I'm trying to justify the price. 1 and 2, I need to finish cleaning my craft room and find place for another appliance.
There we go. Now I've got 2. Now I've got, because I couldn't do the 2 bits of cardboard. The double height, sort of 600 GSM. So I got 2 300 GSMs, and I put them together, and I've got a nice deep little thingy.
Yeah, there you go.
Lovely. In fact, I've got 3, so I could put 3 together and get really deep.
So are we given, I won't regret it, Diane. If I make the purchase, I won't regret it. I have the silhouette, and I don't regret that.
No, I'm so glad I got the silhouette.
He would turn for me, but he would help me in any way I asked him. I mean, I asked him to keep Fran occupied if I have to leave the room, and he does really well with that.
Well, it's quite amusing, so no problem at all. So there we go. Two of those. Oh, what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick these together now so that
So
I
now
can.
you've got me thinking that nothing that we create, and if we make gel prints and we cut things out, tags out, the leftovers, nothing we create leftovers is waste anymore. It can all be glued down to a board and built upon to
Yeah,
create collograph.
exactly. Exactly. That's going to squidge out. I put rather a lot on there, but
So we have lots of it would be a Franken collograph, I guess. Franken stencil
I
collograph.
guess.
There you go.
Yeah.
Well, Diane, if you want an idea, if nobody saw Anlar's video, I think it was Sunday. I watched it and then I sent
Yep.
Fran the link, and I'm going to find it.
Crafting on Sunday, and she does that every Sunday by the look of it, because there's
Right,
loads of them.
right,
So you want the one that's only been there for a little while.
right. She just did it Sunday. Now, what did she do with your stencils? She got stencils, Fran stencils from PM Artist Studio, and what she did with it, I was just amazed.
It was wonderful. There was a
So,
really fantastic result she got.
yep, and she did not use it on the gel plate. Anne has gel plates, but she just hasn't learned the technique, the right technique. It just frustrates her, I think, and I understand that. And there's the link to Anne's where she used it. She did frottage. She did like a frottage technique with pastels, oil pastels, I think. With the
Yeah, it's just brass rubbing without the brass, isn't it? Frottage.
yeah, and I think she used the oil pastels, and then she used brush-os to sprinkle on. You have to see it. So now everybody's given away what Carol did. So, or not everybody, but apparently y'all that have seen it before me, Carol did something that involved stitching, which Carol's stitching is
Mhm.
beautiful if you've not seen it. So the Canadian
Yeah.
artisan. So head over there and see Carol's take on what to do with the stencils. Fran stencils. Now I know Anne used the sea urchin.
Yep. I liked her name for it better.
What did she call it?
Well, when she first picked it up, she said it was sea unicorns.
Oh, sea unicorn. That's
Oh,
right.
unicorn flowers. That was it. Unicorn
Unicorn
flowers. I thought,
flowers.
oh,
Yeah,
like that. Wish I'd thought of that.
that's all right. Yes, Anne has some of Carol's work that she got at the Defy auction. Yes, she does. She does beautiful stitching. Carol has taught me, has supported me, and taught me uh, basic beginner bobbin lace, which I'm in love with, which I need to get back to.
So I put 3 on this one. 3 layers of glue on this one. So, well, 3 layers of card to
Right,
make the 3
Mariah?
layers of glue.
It shows, they both showed two different ways other than anything we've done to use the stencils. We put everything on the gel plate or use it as a frottage, but Anne took it a step further, and I haven't seen Carol's yet, but I'm already knowing that she's done great with it stitching. Ooh. Hey, Paula. Hey, Paula.
There we go. So we've got those down. And I'm going to put some of these Tyvek ones together as well because I want to see the difference. I know that Tyvek gives you really nice textures when you get paint on it. So
Yep.
that would be good to try that out from that aspect.
Well, what you did the other day with Collograph on Wednesday was pretty cool. I love that last print.
It turned out rather nice, didn't it? Yeah.
But I'm still oogling and drooling over the plant life that you threw down on the plate.
Yeah, well, I've got some more plant life, so I can do a bit more of that as well. come on, I'm getting low on my glue in this thing. I'm going to have to refill it soon. There we go. So I've got a fair few pieces down now.
So
I want to put this one down well.
If I've missed any comments or questions above that y'all want me to acknowledge, please post them again. Oh, Judy, you have to watch Carol if you want to do more with stitching. I'm telling you, I've been wanting to do bobbin lace since I was a kid. The first time I saw it, and it's every time I tried, I was intimidated. I was lost. I couldn't untangle my brain to figure it out. And I sat and watched Carol and got it. It just clicked. I got it. And she just did the basics. And then she's encouraged me ever since. And it's like, yep, I'm going at it. It's very, very relaxing.
And I thought
craft. But if you want to learn slow stitching and other stitching and incorporating it into your artwork, watch Carol.
What's slow stitching then? Is it just being very, very slow?
Well, it's hand stitching and not.
Oh, right.
It's just hand stitching. It's just hand stitching certain stitches like it's free form. I would say it's free form. So there's needlework where you're doing a piece of art. So you're being specific.
Uh-huh.
Whereas slow stitching is you're just sitting there doing stitches randomly, whatever way you want, either specific or random. And for me, it's more about the being calm and quiet.
Oh, sort of like a meditation thing.
Yeah. Unless you have AC/DC blaring in the background, yeah.
Well, you could have Led Zeppelin in the background.
Well, I love both of those. Yes, absolutely. Yep. Yep.
Absolutely.
Yep.
I'm going to clean that top, which doesn't look very great.
If you want to get really spaced out, put on some Floyd.
Yeah, Pink Floyd. Right, so that's only one layer, that one. So I've got no idea if that's going to work, but I think it might, considering what happened the other day when we did lots of layers.
Well, here's the thing.
So that's that.
Evie says she can't see to thread a needle. Here's the thing. There are needles out there, and I keep meaning to tell Mariah to tell P this, to look for them. There are needles out there that have a cut in the eye area so that you don't have to thread the needle. You only have to push the thread against that area, and it will slip into the hole and go up and catch and not come out. I don't know how to explain it. All I can do is show you a picture of self-threading needles, I would think is the name. Let me see if I can find them. Yeah, there's different ones. So there's one that has an opening at the top of the needle, just push the thread down. There's another that has an opening at the side, just push the thread in. So you don't have to worry about threading a needle. Self-threading needles, right, Paula? Diane knows, Paula knows, exactly. And that's what P needs, and that's what you would need, Evie. And I don't know where you got that paper, but I like it.
Well, just look for wedding paper, embossed paper even. I think I got it on Amazon, actually. So, not difficult. I'm going to stick that one there. I just want a bit of different texture with the...
But these are hand needles. These are hand sewing needles that are self-threading. Would make life so much easier in that department for P, I know.
I'm not getting anything out of this one. I'm going to go over to the Fabri-Tac because I think I've run out of that. I think I'm going to have to refill that one.
Or open it up and get your spatula and scoop it out.
That's all right. I'll get to that one. I've not in the middle of a live stream.
Yeah,
They all take a bit of time to come down, don't they?
Even Mariah says that is pretty powsy wowsy wedding paper.
It's not bad, is it?
It's not bad.
Not bad at all. Come on. Gravity, get moving. It's so slow. I can see it coming down, but it's so slow. I've got another one over there. Maybe that one's got more in it.
Rude noise.
This one's got loads in it. Maybe I need to pierce it. Oh, blow it. I'm going to sit it upside down for a bit while I get the other one out, which I can see just in the background there. Oh, knew that was going to happen. Let me balance it someplace else, like there.
Craft away.
Yeah, and I want to get that one over there, which I know will eventually let me have some. Just to do one little bit. Come on. Where's the tissue? There it is. And maybe I can see when it's coming down the little hole. Glue problems. Look, you can see there's barely any in here. Not much there at all. It's just a little tiny bit there. But it is coming through. I can see it now. Yes. And what I want to do as well is one more piece of this, because I want to stick the other piece on this way up. This one is going the other way up, like that.
Up, and the other one is going to go
the other way up. Yeah, exactly. Just a little bit to sit up there.
So I need to ask you.
Yeah.
Top right of your paper there, it says the dead zone. You want to talk about that?
Oh, yeah. I was drawing a map of our property, and I wanted to make it a bit more interesting. So the bit where the kids play in the play park, I called the dead zone, because they come in and they destroy bits of property. So they're full of zombies in there, obviously. And then there's Mirkwood, because we've got a wood at the bottom of the garden, so it may as well be Mirkwood. And then there's Bluebell Drift, because we've got one. And then Ancient Pond, because it is
Rhonda.
one.
So glad to have you here.
Damn, you know what I've done? I've put the sticky on the wrong side. Oh, what a loon.
There you go. Now
I've done that. There we go. Puddles. Right, a tiny bit.
So I don't know what this is that I'm hearing about quinacridone nickel azo gold being discontinued. I haven't. I'm not saying I don't believe it, but I went to the Golden Paints website and I didn't see anything specific, but I couldn't find that paint either. But I do know the nickel azo gold was created. They had a quinacridone gold. And back in, was it 2014 or somewhere in there, they discontinued that and made quinacridone nickel azo gold, which was using the yellow and red or whatever to make it. So it's not the first time the gold has been discontinued, but now they're discontinuing the nickel azo gold.
It's because the particular where is it?
Pigment.
Yeah, the particular pigment. I'm trying to find it. Is it not mentioned on here? Come on. There we are. It's PO48 is not being made anymore because the cars are not using that colour, and we seem to rely on cars. So if the car industry, automotive industry, are not using PO48, the people who make pigments are not making the pigments anymore with PO48. So that's why quinacridone nickel azo gold is being discontinued, because they're running out of the pigment. While they've still got it, it's still on sale, and it will probably get more expensive. Yeah, we know about that.
And Rhonda says, and I agree, we all have to collectively experiment to make our own. And
Yeah.
that's why I love watching P when she or Fran when they're making their own paints, how much they use and whatnot. A dollop to you is a different dollop to me.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like a cooking recipe. Go ask Carrie. A pinch here, a pinch there. Whose pinch? You know?
Yeah. How many fingers?
How
Yeah.
many fingers? When you're baking, you use a pinch of this and a dash of that. How much is a pinch and a dash to you? So it's just a matter of just get yourself some of those little jars like Fran and I have or P has, and get yourself a glass plate and a spatula and make some up and put a name on it, and there you have it. Bob's your uncle, right?
Uh-huh.
Exactly. There's Fran's dollops and then everyone else's dollops. Because we know Fran can be heavy-handed, but when she makes her own paints, yeah, even when you make your own paints, you try to count, like I did 3 of those, drip drops or whatever.
A pea of that, a teaspoon of that, yeah.
Yeah, and I was watching, I like to watch Arne and Carlos. They're out of Norway, and when they do their baking a video, they were like a teaspoon of this, a tablespoon of that. Well, they didn't have like we do over here. They don't have the measuring spoons. They would just go in the silverware drawer and get a teaspoon or a tablespoon and call that it. And those aren't always correct.
That is true, but there you go.
Yeah. So again, that depends on where you live and how you use it, and are you heavy-handed or not, what a dash or a dollop means.
And how big your hands are when you show somebody on a video with your hands holding one dollop and you're going that much. And they're going, how big are your hands exactly?
And Rhonda is
because my hands don't look like that. Yeah.
Rhonda says having the right basis will be a start. So knowing the base product that you want, whether it's an extender or a medium or whatever. So experiment, go experiment. I mean, we rely on the companies to give us the colors we want, but if you want a particular color, just go see what you can make your own. Doesn't anybody remember watching P the other day? She was painting and she put a little dollop of this and a little dollop of that, trying to get the right color. Dollop. It was less than a dollop. It was dots. And she was mixing with her brush as she was going. It's like that.
Yep. And then you end up with things like this, like blackberry and custard. Permanent maroon, golden, heavy body, and flow improver. I've no idea where my flow improver's gone. I haven't been able to find it. It's just disappeared. It doesn't like me very much. Right. Well, I think had about enough of all that. I didn't end up using any of that because I ran out of room. Ho hum.
And then I have to ask, if you're making your own paint, are you using heavy body, high flow, folk art, craft paint?
Well, that's why I mark it on the label, if I remember to do that. Mind you, I've still got to go back to that stream where I made some stuff and didn't label the containers on the screen with no labels on.
Probably a year ago. We'll never find it.
Well, it's the rust ones that I did, and I did not label the darn things. So I've used tissue here. I've used cardboard. I've used that wedding paper, And when I used the tissue, I scrunched it in. So I used a piece of tissue that was vaguely, sort of that sort of size, and then just scrunched it in. So I got lots of lovely folds. And then when some of them were big folds, I went and glued them down as well. That one's not glued down, but it will get glued down quite well with the paint.
Yeah.
And then we've got the Tyvek one, a very thin Tyvek one, which may or may not print all that well, and cardboard ones, and 3 layers there, 2 layers here, 2 there. And then we've got the, not the 300 GSM card like this, but some more of this sort of card because it was off the same box. And one's just plain with a wiggle, and that one obviously has got all the punch holes. It's so simple to make. Why not? Why not do that? And actually, I said you can use a specific stencil for it, but you don't have to. I mean, I could cut pieces of this waste bit. I could go and find bits from, for instance, the seahorses have got lovely pieces on the sides. So when you're printing with the seahorses themselves, and then you've got the bits from the outside, you could cut those up and make a lovely pattern just to go gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. And why not?
Okay, gel plate.
Yeah, gel plate is coming. I'm just getting these ones out of the way because I don't want to hurt them. And there's a letter to which I'm going to send her. I don't want to see that.
Just beforehand, do you have paper ready to print with?
I might have. I've got 2 bits there. I've got a piece of thin cream ivory paper and another piece of this card here. I've got a whole load of that card up there, so I've got a fair bit of that. No problem with that. And I've still got some of this, which is the Seabright sketch pad at 140 GSM multimedia cartridge paper. So that I can use some of that. That'd be a little on the big side, but that's great because it means it will cover completely. And here is a gel plate already.
So
we'll get
before you do that, do you want to show Judy P's?
Oh yeah, the light bulbs. The light bulbs.
We still haven't seen the final result of the vintage bulbs. It kept sticking.
Yeah, I just moved everything because I was tidying up. Maybe they're here. Let me have a look. Well, we've got the hairs. There's the hairs. Right? Oh, that's upside down. Beg your pardon, Paula. Right?
Mariah.
Up.
And you've got the big plate there, so you'll have to back up a bit.
Oh, sorry. Yes.
Oh, good, Judy. Good.
Yep. Just get through these.
Oh, good.
Figure out where I know they're in the close to this. Oh, there they are. There they are. Here we go.
Okay.
Right.
Judy wants to be inspired some more by you, so we're gonna show. She showed off the hairs.
Now I've managed to pick up. I mean, there's a big dent in the paper there, but 3 times running I tried it, and eventually I got to pick up that bit using matte medium. So I'm so relieved because that would have distracted from it somewhat. The rest of it turned out beautiful.
Yep.
Really nice. What else have we got down here? Well, as it happens, we've also got that one. That's with gloss medium, that one. And isn't that lovely? That's superb, that. I've got so much going on in there that we've got almost bluish tinge in here from that was the iridescent graphite. I think a tinge of the iridescent graphite from a previous pull.
Yep.
And then we've got this lovely, no. This one. I use this one. Light green, yellow shade, and the copper. And then that turned out nice. There's even a little tinge, I think, of the crimson. Quinacridone crimson, maybe. I'm not sure that I used that one then. I think that was later. I think it's more likely to be the magenta one. Just a tiny little bit, but it's mostly the copper and a little remnant of the Titan buff, possibly, or it might have been the Naples. I think it was the Naples yellow left over from before. But you can see the little blue hints here and there.
Just
That's
gorgeous.
probably from the light green mixing with the Naples yellow on the plate there and creating that greenish colour. Lovely. So there you go. Now, was there anything else in this pile I meant to show? Let me see.
Anne says the light bulbs look like they should glow in the dark. I'm just thinking if she had a black light to put over those. I don't think she does, but yeah, it would light up the room. All the links for the stencils will be added to the description after the stream today and to PM Artist Studio.
And I will upload the file for this one to PM Artist Studio because I think that one's the most successful. I'm not so sure about these ones with the cut areas, but well, maybe I'll put them up anyway, and then she can decide if they are or aren't a good idea. They're quite delicate.
I would join all those lines.
Well, I did.
Yeah, no, I didn't mean like that.
And I quite like these, leaving the little seeds.
That's what I mean. Do more of that inside.
These are the seeds that I was trying to incorporate, you see. Little tiny seeds.
There you go.
Yeah, it worked out. So let's have a go with this and see what we can get with this. It's just about the right size for that. A little bit to one side maybe, but we're going to get something. We're definitely going to get something. Let me remove all these and put them safely away because I don't want to lose those.
Hey, Evie, please tell Tommy we all said hi, and I'm looking forward to seeing what he comes up with.
There we go. Right. So we'll start. I think we'll start with, where is it? Come back to me. All is forgiven.
Teresa, you probably have to be more heavy-handed with the paints if you want them to show up as well as Fran.
Yeah, well, maybe. So I can't find the Salo one. So I'll just have to try the Indigo one. The Salo one's got to be around here somewhere. I wouldn't have got rid of it. So we'll try this one first.
When you get a second, fix your camera. You bumped it.
Yes, I bumped it.
Yep. I love your little flowery smiley face underneath, though.
I spent ages doing that. That's while I was watching Anne La, and I was just doodling while she was doing it. It's great.
Hi, Tracy.
Very relaxing.
Welcome.
Look at this. I've got an absolutely lovely brayer off sheet, all nice and clean.
Look at you go.
Yeah. And let's pop this down and see what we can get.
Can everybody see the plate okay? It just seems like it's still not quite right. There we go. That's better. All right.
Right, that's enough. Let's have a look. Not a lot down there, so put it down for a bit longer next time and push a bit more. So I've got quite a lot there. I think I'll just put it down and push a bit more anyway. So I know where I put it there.
Wow.
I'm just going to push a bit more.
So if you look at your collograph page, you'll
Because it's a thick... Sorry.
Yeah, you'll see where you where it didn't pick up paint. Yeah, push hard. Sit on it. See that red? That's where you lost paint. I wonder why.
Well, probably moved it a bit. Oh, well. So there we go. We've got some more off that time. Oh.
Did it
No, that's okay. I was just checking nothing got left behind on the plate. The glue was only just dry, you see. Right. Where's that bit of paper I was going to use? Oh, there we are, down there. So I'll start with the ivory. And I've got this to make sure. Oh, it's going to look quite nice.
Oh, look at that.
And we pull that because there's a lot of paint on there. And then we're left with some more down there. So that can now dry. And so can that. Let's see what we get next time. We'll get another one. Which I think I've got one right here. Don't have to move much. There we go. Ding! So now where did that other one go? I'll have another look for that because I do like that one.
If you're going to put it there, push the plate forward by the dead towards the dead zone, and that's awkward for your hand. Yeah.
Oh, there we are. There it is. Prussian blue. Salo, Prussian blue. Prussian blue, Salo. Sorry, which way round you got to say it? Huh. This one I find is a bit more bluey, a bit less navy. Yeah.
Wow. You put
Sorry.
it up. Yeah. Wow.
Sorry. But what I can do is just.
Wow. I did that the other day, and I pushed the paint. I put so much on that when I was rolling, I pushed the paint off the edge and it dripped down the side. I was so mad at myself.
I'm sorry.
You okay?
More or less. You take quite a bit more off of this.
Yeah, absolutely. Wow. Yeah, that's a Fran dollop. A collection of Fran dollops. That's what Ann said.
A massive glob. I should have had another plate that I could have transferred to. Now don't ignore this bit. Cut this bit out of the video.
Too late.
Yeah.
Stop. Teresa's right. Stop and take a drink of tea if you need to. It's okay.
I haven't got tea. I didn't think to get it.
Oh. Yeah, like I said, we were running crazy beforehand.
I was too busy playing with glue and making a collage plate. I didn't want to. You'd have to hang about for the whole of the stream just to watch me gluing things on, so I just made it so there's a few. Right, I'm going to go the other side now and get that edge.
It's down hard all over.
This one.
Lesson learned. Oh, if you only had the room. Julie says two plates going at the same time would come in handy for you. Unfortunately, she doesn't have the room there. I have a picture of Fran's workspace or play space where she's at right now. I have a picture before she even got in there with all her craft stuff. I should post it because then you guys would see exactly how little of an area she's playing in.
I think I'll dry that area, I think I can do that.
Okay. Yeah, she doesn't have a whole lot of table space to play. And if you've seen even some of what she's got around her as far as her craft supplies stacked up, you would understand. I'll have to find the picture and post it for you. Before it's just a little area before she even got in there and got anything to play with. Not much room. I he's probably up. Julie, he's probably upstairs, occupied elsewhere. So yeah, that wouldn't work. Julie wanted to know if your hubby if Ian could bring you a tea.
No, that would not be a good idea.
No, he's
busy playing a game.
Yes.
In the middle of them dying from something or other, or trying to kill everybody else before it's too late. Hang on, I've just got to go and get another plate.
Yeah, he's probably got his gamer headphones on and he's not even aware of the outside world. Well, while she's over there, I'll did you get your
this one?
Ah, there you go.
Remnants on it from before. That one's gonna dry.
I'm gonna bring my camera up. Look everybody, the big long piece that I was working on. I've got some painted papers down on it finally. Yay. Okay, I'm gone.
Hey?
I snuck in for a
You snuck in. Ah.
I snuck in for a couple minutes.
I'm going to try just a couple of dobs of this because I've taken some off the table.
Yes, he's a gamer, Judy. In fact, it's his fault that Fran and I have VR headsets.
Yeah.
Oh, Liz has a new neighbor moving in, and he has a huge easel for painting. This might be a fun neighbor, she says. Ooh.
Of course, if it turns out to be Yates, well. So let's try a bit more of this. I'm going to go towards this end a bit more. So we'll get very slightly different prints each time. Ugh.
I love it, Judy. I have well, it's called Meta now, but Fran and I and Ian have Oculus, which is now called Meta. Ow.
Sorry.
And Fran and I have been in there together. We've done the underwater with David
Attenborough.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, that was wonderful.
So we've gone in together and swam through, seeing all the creatures, which I love.
That's nice.
And then I love moss, and
I've not got on with moss.
Yeah, you haven't done well with it. It isn't easy.
I'm good with down the rabbit hole.
Yeah,
I'm quite good with, except I needed a bit of help to figure out something once, and Ian sort of looked at it, and then in about 13 seconds he'd finished it. Like, oh, okay, what did you do? How did you know? You always try to move things up and down. Oh, do you? Okay.
That's what I said, Teresa, but there's little beads in there, and that's what squeaks. She can't oil it. Oiling it is not an option. Yeah, there's round beads that roll around and make that noise.
This is a very basic one. This one was not very expensive compared with the wooden handled ones with the ball bearings set into wood. Maybe that one is less squeaky. I don't know. I couldn't really afford the bigger one.
Oh yeah, it's hard on the ears. I don't know how Anne or how Fran handles it. It's just like chalk on a chalkboard.
Let's do something different, shall we?
Yes.
Just to try it.
Oh, I've done the restaurant where you're the cook. Yeah. I've done that one. I mean, I think Fran and I have fun just making our own entry room. Like, I like the Hobbit one, the one that looks like it's from the Hobbit. And
you haven't shown me. You'll have to show me that Hobbit.
I showed you that one. It's the caves.
Well, I don't remember it.
It's with the waterfalls. It's the one area in Lord of the Rings.
Yes, I know what you mean now. Yes.
Yeah.
It was a Hobbit. Was it the Hobbit? It might have been, but it was in the mines of Moria.
Yes, thank you.
So it's
I
below ground scenery with huge waterfalls and caverns, and you're in and fire and stuff. And any minute there's going to be a load of orcs coming for you, you know.
Yeah, yeah, I like that one. It's either that one or the one where you're on the side of the mountain, and you like the one that
I like Cyber City.
yeah, Cyber City.
Feels so relaxed in there. I don't know why. It's full of things I like. So that's the one I made last time. I again I put a couple of things on and I finished off gluing things down in the stream, and this is the pattern it makes. And it's all one level glass. I mean, it's only one piece. I mean, I've got the two of the
Pennies.
moon pennies. Yes, I don't know where they are. Anyway, two moon pennies stuck to the board here, and they're working much better like that than they do when you put them. You know, when you're doing the grasses and things.
Yeah.
Is that, and you put them down and then lift them up again. It doesn't work for them very well. But doing it this way, sticking them on there, seems to have worked quite well because they're not getting disturbed and bent and moved. So, but all of these pieces are all one layer thick. They're not really fat layers like on the other two plates I made. So that's nice. Lovely. I've got one more left, I think, or was that the last one? I think that might be the last one. We'll have to have a look at some of the previous ones and see if any are ready. So what have we got?
So Colleen says, you impress me, Fran. You have such a good memory, not just a day for so many things. Do you have a photographic memory when you read?
A memory? I'm hopeless. I'm absolutely terrible. Really?
No, not true. It depends if it's something you're really interested in. Like you just talked all that stuff about the Lord of the Rings there stuff.
Oh yeah, well, I mean, I've read Lord of the Rings and looked at the films and things ever since I was about 12 years old. When I was 12, my dad said, "Oh, I don't think you'll be able to manage Lord of the Rings. It's a bit too old for you." So, of course, the first thing I did when he was not there, I snuck into the bookcase and took it out and read it. Very good psychologist, my dad.
Reverse.
Hang on.
Here we go. Yeah, I have to remind you, when you use the squeaky wheel, mute then too, because it just hurts the ears. It really hurts the ears. That
didn't need very much because it was nearly dry. There was just a little bit that wasn't quite. So now we decide what we're going to do with this. Now this is the early one, so it's the navy-ish one, i.e. the indigo. So what are we going to do with the indigo one?
I agree, Anne. Parchment?
Parchment.
What do you think? Maybe that's too light?
Opinion?
You know what we talked about the other day? What did we talk about doing today as far as colors?
I don't know. What did we talk about? I forgot.
Specific. Get back to doing your crazy mixed colors. That's what Julie's saying, cosmic color.
Yeah, but I want something light to bring it out. Okay, well, let's go for the light green yellow shade then. Why not? Yeah, it's light. As long as it's fairly light compared with that, should be okay.
We need some mixed colors that we'd all go, wow, I wouldn't have put that together. But Fran will.
We'll start with this first.
Okay.
Just to see what happens.
And Colleen says, I have noticed you remember the name of all these Greek mythology characters and stories.
Like who? What?
Well, you do. You come up with Greek mythology characters that you remember. You've told me stories.
That's not exactly mythology. That's the chap that invented the triangle or something. No. The square of the hypotenuse is equal to the other two sides or something like that. I don't remember.
Oh, see, she doesn't remember. So no,
It was maths. I didn't want to remember maths. So
doesn't
that's selling
remember
up nice. Yeah.
a lot.
This
Julie.
one down, and I'll get some more out while it's on.
Pathograms. What are pathograms?
Oh,
Pathograms. Where did that come from, Mariah?
yeah.
You know something we don't know? One of those Greek
Like
geeks.
one of those Greek geeks, pathygrams. I don't know pathygrams. If it's
Pathogram?
anything to do with mathematics, I won't know it.
Ah, there you go.
No, I've never been that interested in maths. It just went, numbers just go through one
Oh,
side.
and immediately I saw that and I went with Pythagorean theorem. So
Really?
yeah, I don't know if that's
Oh, Pythagorean.
There you go. I was right. That's where my brain went. So I was right.
Just grabbing some more paper.
Grams. Paula.
Right, so that should be nice. Should we pull that or not? Ooh. Ooh, that's quite ferny, isn't it? Yikes. Shall we?
Oh, let's see.
Missed that bit. Maybe I shouldn't pull it just yet.
It's a little bit longer.
Now I've pulled it. It's probably too late now. Anyway. I can give this a little heaty. In fact, I think what I'll do is I'll heat all of them and see if I can get them all ready to go.
It amazes me that you use a heat gun on your gel plate and it doesn't start a fire.
Well, I don't leave it on one space for very long. That's the clue. And not too close either. Because they do say, don't use a heat gun on your gel plate. So after I used it once and it didn't hurt it and it worked fine, I thought, okay, just be careful. Okay, here we go.
All right. I don't know. I don't know that she has a hair dryer on hand, Paula. I do know that she has her heat gun on hand, and she does okay with it. She did have a little mini fan, and that kept getting misplaced. And then she had a really nice piece of cardboard that she would wave over it, but that took too long. The heat gun works. I don't see the gel plate melting, although you are really off camera. But since you're only using the heat gun, it's okay. We don't need to see every movement. Whatever works. Right, Evie? Sometimes she shows us what not to do.
Don't say things like that in the middle of me using a heat gun, please.
Terrifying. Is that the word? We don't like that word? Yeah. Waving your hand. Julie wants to know, do you have 2 settings on your heat gun?
Yep, on and off.
Anne says, just need a disclaimer. This is not a validation or recommendation. Someone said that Patty Tolly Parrish set hers on fire. I'm waiting.
Anybody got the link to that? I'd love to see that.
We're going to change the name of it from Fran on the Edge to, well, Fran on the Edge still works, doesn't it?
Yeah, Fran fell over the edge.
Fran on fire.
Yep. Going to do this one now very briefly.
Very briefly, okay.
Okay.
Enter at your own risk, or try at your own risk. Know that there are hazards to this. I just have an 8x12 or 8x11 plate, so I would just pick the plate up and wave it around. But then again, with my hands, the problem with my hands is likely to go flying across the room if I did that. That's a thick part right there.
It's fine. It's fine.
Right.
There we go. Yeah, I totally do not recommend doing that because the manufacturers say, don't do that. So forget I did that. It's only for the purposes of video. Now then,
Expedient.
what have we got in here? Anything nice in here that we buy?
Judy says, that's funny, Fran. Mine has an on and off button also. I need one that has a back it up lady button.
Oh, yeah. Well, I haven't got one of them. It wouldn't be much use to me. I'm not a back it up type of person.
No, you're not. I'm going to take a moment here to thank everyone for being here and all the thumbs up and sharing the fun with us. We appreciate you. We do appreciate you.
Thank you. Okay,
Yeah.
you because of that. But thanks. How about we have a go on this red plate with something quite zingy? How about fluorescent chartreuse?
Okay, go for it. Throw it down there. Let's not get too heavy. You've already. Yeah, there you go.
Oop, got it on my fingers. Yes, of course I did.
Look at the color. Look at the color combo there. This is exciting.
Yeah. Right. So that one we can put a.
Whoa.
It's not going to pick up here, but I can put one of these sheets on now. See what happens. We'll catch some of it. We won't catch all of it, I don't think, because of it. Because it's the fluorescent. It's beading up quite a bit, and I don't think there's enough ink in some of these places. Yeah, so it's not going to pull it all up, I don't think.
So
but we have other
is, come back and show me what that was you used again. The green. What was that again? And I don't think you have all your lights on. Again, fluorescent.
I do.
Golden. Okay. All right.
Maybe I don't have all the room lights on. Hang on.
Yeah.
Is that?
I don't know. I just see your big lamp light.
Okay. It's fluorescent chartreuse.
Yep. Nice color. I like that. That's in your chartreuse.
Yep. So we've got that. Let's put that away somewhere to cogitate for a while. And let's grab this one. Because it happens to be there. Just checking. It was a previous mark on that finger. Yeah. Okay. So here's another one we want to put something nice on. I think I'd like to try the pale lemon on that.
Ooh.
Yes, I think I'd like to try the pale lemon on that.
Ooh.
I just feel like it.
Well, whatever
and
you
perhaps I'll put a bit of
you don't
this
have a lot of open area there, so whatever you use is just going to be It's going to be so far in the background because you really don't have much, if any, open area. Wow.
Well,
We shall see. This is
we
Fran.
certainly shall. This is me with the excess paint again.
There you go.
Let's try some excess paint. Yes, why not?
It works. You get major beautiful results though.
Well, we'll see. We'll find out.
All right.
Let's put another sheet down. That's only one.
And another way, this is, I forget who showed the tip with kissing, is if you've got that much excess paint, sometimes just get a piece of tissue paper and do a kiss pull.
Carrie.
Carrie,
It was
thank you.
Carrie.
That too was in my mind. Yeah, you do a kiss pull instead of brayering off and off and off and off. Just do a kiss pull with a piece of tissue paper.
That is going to be interesting. It's got some remnants from that previous pull as well. I like that. That is fun, that one. One more, and then we're going to have to start thinking about pulling some of them, or else get a big plate out.
You're off camera just a tad, but we saw enough of it. We're teased. We saw enough that we're teased.
There you go. So on this one, let's be different.
Yes, there was, Rhonda. I was surprised. You noticed that too. I was surprised that more came through than I thought would. And nicely. So I'm excited for the pull.
I think I'm going to use 2.
I'm going to give you 20 more minutes and then we're going to call it a day.
Oh, I haven't done any grass yet.
I don't know what to tell you.
Oh.
Ooh, Julie says she found an art supply shop there that sells Amsterdam paint. She bought the 24-pack and the warm gray and sky blue bright, or light, not bright, light. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Fran is back.
We're back. Of course, I shouldn't really have done that because one was a rather opaque paint.
Yeah.
I think.
Oh, okay.
The other was fluorescent, and it was transparent, so translucent. So it doesn't mix so well. You can see we've got blobs here and there.
Julie is saying, love the plants, get the grass out. She has to get an empty plate. She has to get empty plates first.
I've got bigger plates. It's all right. I can find one.
Okay. All right.
And that gives these a chance to cure, ready to be pulled as well. At least I hope I've got some big plates with nothing on them. Could have. Well, I'll have to go and have a look. Oh, I just want to... Right. Let's have a look. Ooh. It's like little bits of fire playing over it. Ooh.
I'm just thinking you need
that's
black light.
Fun. Well, that's going to be fun.
Julie, didn't I see that you fell? How are you doing, dear heart?
I've taken my headset off.
Hurt your leg or your ankle or something? Am I correct? How are you doing there? And I know you have a trip away, yeah.
Ooh, what is that?
She just barely showed it, Julie. It's off to the side drying. She just teased us with it. You gonna post pictures, Teresa? Judy, absolutely invest in more plates. Ask Ann. Can't have too many. Okay.
Right.
Everybody righted now? Wobbled a bit, but we're right.
Yeah,
We're
I
okay.
reset it, so
We're all
fix
okay.
it.
What do we got?
Okay. Well, we have here a pool. Let's see what we get.
Good, Julie. Good to hear.
Oh, look at that.
Lisa. Are you watching it? Are you seeing it?
This is good.
Oh my goodness.
Ooh, lovely. Clean plate, clean plate.
We love that.
Nice. Oh, the little wispy bits here. Ooh.
All right, let's back up. You use the indigo blue, the indigo, if I'm not mistaken.
No, not on this. I'm afraid you are mistaken on this one. There's little remnants of indigo blue, but no, I used the iridescent graphite.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yep.
Iridescent graphite is exactly what it is. I used that on there to get this print off the grasses, put it down on the plate first, and then I pulled it with this one.
I see
Naples
it,
yellow.
Paula. Yes.
Naples yellow. Yep.
Paula says, I see a ghost rider on a horse. I can almost see it. He's
That's the horse.
Yep, there's your legs. Yep.
Yeah.
Very
Ghost
cool.
rider.
Very cool.
Yeah. Yeah. I love it when you can see things in a print like that.
Oh,
That's wonderful. Wonderful.
Judy,
So
give it 12 by 14. Don't cut it up. That's what this is. And don't cut it up, and get yourself some. I wanted or Evie, not Judy, both of you, everybody, get the big one and get some plant life. And if you don't have any plant life like me, get yarn and thread and scruppled fabric and scruppled tissue paper, or make a collograph like Fran did earlier.
So I shouldn't have been putting that on. My fault. Silly me. I've got to put the paint down first. Paint down first. But I was just, too eager.
And if anybody needs help with the gel plate, Anne, I refer you to Anne. Bits of lace, yes. I have bits of crochet that I can throw down. I don't care if they get paint on them. I'll make more.
Lovely. What a brilliant idea. I'd like to see you do that.
Would you? Okay, I'll whip stuff up randomly, and then I only have a small plate, but I can do it.
I thought you said you had a big plate.
No, I had a big.
You cut it up, yeah?
And I really did a bad job on it. The edges where I cut are ugly. So I'm going to invest in another big plate, especially after I see you do all this. I mean, how much nice plant life can you squish down onto an 8 by 11 plate?
Not as much as you can on a big one.
Exactly.
And some bits of grass are quite long, although I do want to make the grass coil up. I see. I knew it was a big plate. I put more on than I should have done. Again.
Even with a big plate. Evie says, I have a plastic doily that works great. It does. I have that too. But the thing with that is it's specific. It's deliberate. Whereas I want to take doilies that I've made and scrunch them up and toss them down, rather than lay them out nicely.
Now then, We start with some grass. And I've got a grass head there, you know, one of those. So I'll make sure that's going to get down on it. Get down on it!
Oh,
And then I've got a piece of a tulip that had fallen off in the winds.
so Mariah has instructions for making your own plate, and from what I've read, I've looked that up. From what I've read, it's not difficult to make. It's time consuming, and finding and getting the gelatin and all that together. So if you want to spend the time and the money to buy the products to make it, yeah, or just go get a gel press one. Convenience.
Right, I'm going to use some of these. I know they don't last long, but who cares? I can.
Nothing of the making of a plate. Well, I know I've seen it somewhere. Rhonda, what I would suggest, and I don't know if you do this, but I know how to take polymer clay and roll it into strands, and the way you and twist it together so it looks like knit stitches.
Oh,
And you could make something like that and then lay it down, and you'll get that impression. I'm going to try it now that you've mentioned it.
right. I
Right,
think
Liz?
that's good enough. Big piece. Oh, I didn't think to get a big piece of paper. Is that a big bit of paper? It's not very sturdy. Well, I'll use that. That's got some test colours on it. But I can use the other side.
I'll see if I can come up with something, Rhonda. Swatches.
I put it too far down. It doesn't matter, we're only pulling it up. I'll pull up that edge as well. Should really have used tissue. I'd forgotten all about that. Never mind. Ooh, interesting. I think I'll get some tissue on it as well.
Okay. Before it dries.
I've got a load of here.
Yeah, I've thought about making my own plate, and then I've talked myself out of it by saying if I'm going to stand at the stove making something for that amount of time or in the kitchen, I want it to be something I can eat after the fact.
Yeah.
So it's like,
right. Let's see.
not happening. There you go. Now you got paint. There you go.
Look at that. I got a good deal there.
Yep.
Right, now I just need to take I used Jungle Formula going outside because I didn't want to be bitten more than the once I'd already been bitten.
I'll look for it.
Yeah.
I'll see if I can find it. Lindsay. Oh, yeah. I haven't seen Lindsay in a while.
Well, that worked nicely. Look at that. That worked really nice. Yeah. So that's not going to last very long. That's why I printed out those things. I could have used some of those this time. I didn't. Where's my tweezers? It's easier with tweezers. Don't want to get my fingers on the plate because it will leave a smear.
Here's the link, and I will put it in Makers and hashtag it for you, Anne.
Uh-oh, left a bit of that one behind. Gonna leave some of this one behind. That's the disadvantage. That's why I wanted to make that that stencil. Oh, couple of little bits here.
Done, Anne. Yes, I do. Teresa, I thought you were already in there, but I'll get it for you. No problemo. It's always in the description now, Fran's description, although it isn't in today's yet, but there's the link for
It
makers,
will be.
Teresa.
Now, what am I doing? Now, we'll leave that to dry for a bit. Or,
Julie says she still sees some grass on the plate. You know, the thing is to turn it over and see if that helps. Maybe. I don't know. Unless it's green paint underneath it. I think you're seeing the green paint underneath. Yes, I know. My husband dealt with insurance. Yeah, with insurance stuff this morning, and it was shocking to his system, and that's enough of that for the day. So, but I hashtagged it for you, and so you can use it and go from there. You're welcome, Teresa. Few questions. There should have been a few questions, and then Mariah will let you in. Did I miss something while I was? You're welcome. Wow. So yeah, Judy P, I hope this inspires you and we see a video by you later today showing some plant life or
a little bit here. It isn't quite dry. Hang on.
yeah. If you sell your eggs,
Okay.
eggs as in, okay, Evie's, they're having a conversation about medical bills and stuff. So Evie says, did you know if you sell your eggs, you can claim them on your taxes? The thing is I'm 66 years old. I don't think I have any more eggs to sell.
No, me neither.
Because if we could claim them on our taxes, trust me, my brainy, nearly accountant husband would be doing that. He would be having me sell my eggs.
Here's my last few bits of big card. I have got another packet, but just not here. So I've got 2 there. So we'll do that.
Yep, my egg making. So you'll have to order more, huh?
No, I've got another pack. It's just not within reach, and I'm not sure it's entirely where I put it. Oh, there it is, down there.
There it is.
There it is.
Down there, over there, down there.
300 GSM. Lovely stuff.
Good stuff.
And actually down there, there's some more down there that I might be able to use as well. I forgot there.
Oh, I've got buffering.
140 GSM, cold press knot. That might be sort of some use. Yeah. Yeah, maybe we'll try a piece of that on this one. Okay, let me tear it out carefully if I can. Oh.
And talking about making gel plates, here's the thing. Here's another idea. that I read about or saw somewhere is taking a mouse pad, and I have one. Um, oh, I just had it. I was just showing it to Fran, but it was a shoot. What did I do with it?
Don't know. It's over there.
But you know what I'm talking about, right? I just showed it to you.
Yeah. Well, you can use a cut mat instead of a cut plate. A self-healing cutting mat um, instead of a perspex sheet that you normally use in your cutting machine.
Well, where I was going with the mouse pad, it has to be a thicker mouse pad like they used to make, so it'd be like a foam thing. And what I read was you can take that and put it in a Ziploc bag, so you've got so it's covered with plastic, and you can
Uh-huh.
use that as a makeshift gel pack.
Oh, I see.
And I showed you that mouse pad I had the other day that I was going to use to make stamps, but
How do you fancy me trying iridescent silver with that? I'm not sure about that. The other one I was thinking of was ultramarine violet, but the trouble is it's blue tone and so is this. So I'm not sure about that.
no,
What
thank
else
you,
have we got?
Teresa. You're the die cut queen, but I'm nope.
Well, I know what I could do.
Um.
Absolutely.
Oh, there you go.
I think so. I think so. Have
Yeah.
I got an opened one? That's not open. There we go. Let's have the opened one first. That one's not been opened yet. We'll keep it like
You
that.
did the silver. I'm
Well,
copper
I'll tell
all
you what. I could do silver and copper and see what happens.
and keep
How's
in mind
that?
they dry fast, so we got to move fast.
Well, I've got it right there. It's right here. It's here. I don't have to look for it. It's right here.
There you
Here we go.
Okay, let's go. Let's do this. This is a different mix. I don't think I've seen you put these two together.
No, I don't think I have. Right, let's get a fresh roller without any other colour on it. It makes the copper lighter.
It gives it an orange,
Yeah, it gives it a paler shift, doesn't it?
at least on this side. Now, when you turn it over, maybe not. Because
Maybe not. Maybe it'd be more silver.
yeah. I'm going to show you. I'm going to come on camera in a minute and show you something. But I want to keep an eye on this. Everyone for an idea for a gel plate. But oh, that's a pretty print too.
That's just a pickup plate. That's all. Nothing
I-
special about it. But sometimes by the time you're finished, it is special. You just got to be able to look at it and be aware of it each time you're doing something so that when you get something special, you don't go on and destroy it. That's the hard part.
Yeah. Warning,
Sorry.
warning. So while she's doing that, I'm going to show you. This is a zippered case that was my husband's. With you put a pad of paper in it over here, and over here you have a pocket or whatever. It was a work case that he had, and it zippers up. Can you see the zipper? But it's made of a leather and it's quite soft. And I was thinking, I have these giant Ziploc bags. I was thinking of putting it in a giant Ziploc bag and trying that.
What? Yeah, I've tried to make you solo layout and you disappeared.
Well, I wanted to see what you did there. Okay, there.
There. Now, what were you saying?
It's like a briefcase thingy type. I'm not sure what it is, but I use it. But it's soft. It's movable. It presses in. If you can see. And I
Yeah.
thought I would put a big zip plastic or something over it, or in a Ziploc bag, and use that
Maybe.
gel plate and see how it worked. And Carla said that she's used a magazine in a Ziploc bag and it's soft enough to work. So there you go. There's ideas. There's thoughts. If you can't afford, so I may not buy a bigger one. I may use my own little tip there. I'm stopping my camera. I want to see what you did. What did we miss? Bring that
nothing.
back.
I'm just about to put something on here. What? I was going to do it the reverse way and see what happened.
Okay, we'll just
let me just show you.
She'll bring it back.
There you go.
Isn't that gorgeous?
I think that's going to be lovely. I really think it is. Lovely, 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 lovely. Good. So what I was thinking was, let's do it the other way around. So I will use buff titanium, right? And we'll see what happens.
All right.
Just to try it the other way around, see if we get a reverse sort of idea.
That's what I'm going to, you know what? I'm going to try it, Judy. I'm going to put this in I think I have a Ziploc bag big enough. And if I don't, I'll wrap it in saran wrap. Or I'll use a shopping bag or something plasticky. Your old die plates? As in, oh, you'd have to explain that better, Teresa. Oh, do a video. Teresa has a video channel. You'd have to.
I don't want to use that one this time, but I do want to use this one again because that worked really well. So
there's Teresa's channel. Teresa, do a video. Here we go.
So just to be using those after all, that's what I made them for. Let's have a go with those.
Okay, Rhonda, thank you for being here. Judy wants to know, can you put crackle medium on a gel plate?
I don't know. I've never tried it. So I can't say one way or the other. I'm sure somebody has.
I would
ask Patty Tolly Parish if she's destroyed a plate with that yet. And if she has, don't do it.
That's the question. There's the question. You have a good day, Rhonda. Rhonda's got to go.
Okay, Rhonda. Bye-bye. Have fun. There we go. We'll try that now. Oh, I do have a big leaf there. I just wanted to try that. That's off some plant down the bottom of the garden.
Right, Colleen? I would be hesitant to try crackle medium on a gel plate unless it was a gel plate. Yeah. And you know, Teresa, if you have a gel plate that's bigger than you need for what you want, you don't have to fill the whole plate. You could just do a little corner, a little area of what you need.
I've seen people with a plate this size just putting enough on there to just
yeah,
that
exactly.
Much. Yeah.
Thank you. And I was racking my brain. Why not? Because there's an adhesive in there for crackle medium. There's a glue in there.
Right.
It's sort of adhesive, and you may ruin your plate.
Right. Well, I'm going to put this over here as well because I think I can get a bit more off.
There you go, Julie. Oh. Put your fingers down in there.
After all, I'm looking for contrast.
Okay,
when I put the next color, I've got to have some room for it.
Thank you, everyone, for the thumbs up.
That's better. Look at that. That's
much better. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. So now we take this lot off and bung it in there.
Yeah, crackle has glue in it. Thank you, Paula. Yeah. or whoever said that.
And of course, the thing about crackle is that you have to wait for it to dry to show the crackle. So what would be the point? Because we're not doing it to wait for it to dry. We're pulling things off, aren't we? So yeah, I wouldn't. No. Right, I'm going to take these off very carefully.
Yep.
I hope. Come on, get off. Thank you.
So, Mariah, you're saying that if they were going to try the crackle paint, put a layer of paint down first, or even clear gel medium or something like that, put something down first. Even that would worry me.
Yeah, I don't think I want to try it. I'll wait and see if somebody else does it first.
You don't hear Fran say that often.
No, well, I don't want to ruin
Yeah.
my plates. I enjoy using my plates, so I don't want to run any risk. Now I'm going to heat this one again. Sorry about that, but I'm
Oh,
going to heat.
it's funny because I mentioned that the other day about my birthday present and all of that, and my husband heard me, and then when we got done with the stream, he goes, "Well, they don't cost that much. It's $123." He found one. I'm like, yes, you don't understand the way I think. That already looks gorgeous, just like it is. Yep. There's seldom anything of yours that I say, okay, let's do it again and try it better. I don't think I've ever said that to you.
I keep forgetting that I've pressed mute. I was going to say, you have never said that to me.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't think I've ever said that. You always wow me. Which is why I can't try to do something when we do have a play date. I can't be doing something because I always end up stopping to watch what you're doing because you wow me. It's the same with Sharon. I cannot play at the same time that Sharon's doing something because the squirrel comes in the room and I'm watching her and not watching what I'm doing. That's a lot of heat gun. Maybe you should try using less paint. Then you wouldn't have to use the heat gun so much. I'm waiting for the flames. Well, we go back to talking about crackle. I mean, this isn't while she's over there. This isn't crackle effect, but this is a poll that I did a while back. It's not really crackle, but I'm very happy with it. And all this is black paint went down, and then I took some tissue paper and crumpled it up, and then uncrumpled it and did a pull, and that's what was left. So then I used, I think Titan Green Pale or whatever, and I used that to do the final pull. Yeah. So it's not crackle. I mean, it's not small enough. I guess I would call it crackle, but Titan Green Pale. It's become one of my favorite pull colors.
Me too. Absolutely. Yeah.
Like for something like this, because it really makes that other color pop. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. This isn't, when you get this, Fran, remember it's not a laser print. It's an actual pull.
All right. Okay.
Because I'm putting it in the package with your laser prints.
I can't see what you're doing, so I don't know what you're talking about.
No, I was showing that the one with that looks like crackle with the tissue paper pull, a crumpled tissue.
Oh yes, right. Okay.
When you get it, I'll remind you it's not a laser print. The green gray is Paula says the green gray is her current favorite. Green gray. Do we have a green gray?
Yeah, possibly.
I don't know that it would work with this one. Well, it might be in green.
It would.
I think the indigo blue would be awesome with this.
I don't think it would. It's too close in tone.
Right. So the indigo or the Prussian, because you said reverse.
Yeah. I'm just thinking about this. I'm going to try this just because I want to.
Okay. Paula says it's Liquitex. The green gray is Liquitex. Oh. I don't think you have enough down.
You really don't? Well, we'll see.
We'll see.
Oh, I might put a little bit more on.
And Paula says you also have the blue gray.
Yes, I do. Yeah. But again, I think it's quite similar in tone to the colour I've already got down, the Naples yellow.
She just applied to get in. I thought she was in there already, but I posted the link above, and she went ahead and applied to get in.
Woo! Crafter lunch. I'm going to use the Langton again because it was nice.
And I'm probably going to stop you at any minute here because you're 14 minutes away from 2 hours.
Oh my! Oh God! Might have to buy some more time on StreamYard.
Ooh, Carla, good idea. Carla says you need your tomato masks on that. Ooh, but it was great with the one with plant.
Yes, tomato would work quite well with plant things, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
I think maybe not the masks, maybe the stencils, the individual pieces.
Yeah. Good idea, Carla.
Although I'm not sure which is individual and which isn't, but the individual bits anyway. Right, now I'm going to snip this because I've got it a bit over the edge there so that I can put it down to cure, hopefully.
Judy P says, those tomato ones of Fran are my faves. Really?
I tried making other ones. I tried making other fruits, and I just didn't like them so much. It was like, mind you, I can't get. I need to get fruits with different patterns in them. I'm trying to find what we can have. I mean, nothing else has as good a pattern as a tomato.
Well, here's a little thought. How about a corn cob, ear of corn?
I don't know. It's blooming difficult to cut. I mean, you'd need to cut it straight. I don't know that.
The thing with an ear of corn, an uncooked ear of corn, is I worked with a farmer many years ago, just before I met Russ, and he taught me some things. And one of the things he taught me is no matter where you break an ear of corn somewhere, in half, at a quarter, anywhere you break it or cut it, if you count the kernels around it, they will always be an even number. Always. That's nature.
Let's pull that one. See if we can pull that one.
Okie dokie. Okay, Mariah's got to go get Izzy. Okay. Clean plate, clean
Look
plate.
at that. Clean plate, clean plate. Oh, look, I can see a woman. Look at that.
Wow.
Wow. With a bouncing ball. I think that's what that is. Wow. I like that. That's nice, that one. What else we got? Got this one. Oh, I can't wait to pull that one. I hope that works. Let's have a look.
This is the one with the fluorescent. Look at that clean plate. Wow.
Almost. Not quite. Almost. It's a little bit here. It didn't come off,
Yeah,
but
fluorescent chartreuse, right?
chartreuse. I love that one. That's one of my favourites. That. Look at how that crumpled tissue is working so well.
Judy says, do you mean the lady, the woman? Judy says, make that into a stencil.
Yes, that'd be good.
Yay, Kyla. Well, we're almost done. I'm making her end because she's getting her cough, and I know she's not going to admit it, but her neck and her back have to be a bother. Oh, look at that one.
Look at that.
That one. There's a steampunk journal cover in here. There's a.
But look, it's the same print, and there's no woman there.
Well, you're not
Isn't
seeing it. I see the woman. You're not seeing it. Turn it 90 degrees. Turn it clockwise 90 degrees. You'll see the woman. There you go. Still there.
No, I don't see it.
Now bring the one back.
I see a wizard in a cloak.
Okay, we'll go with that. You don't.
Woman. Oh, I'm sorry.
I guess it depends on. Yeah, they're like echo scans. Exactly. They're reverse of each other. If you look at where the okay, clean plate. If you look at where the collograph bits went down, you see one. If you look at where the empty spaces are. Look at that. That's beautiful.
And it picked it up. I mean, good grief. Clean plate. I didn't think it was going to pick it all up. Wow. Wonderful. Even in the areas where there was none of the yellow paint. It's just amazing. Brilliant. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. Well, we have one more.
Yay!
I can't pull this one because I've only just done it. I'm going to have to leave it at least half an hour, 20 minutes. But we might be able to pull this one.
Okay.
Should we risk it? It's the one with the copper and the silver. Shall we risk it?
Yeah. Well, no, we shouldn't risk it, but go ahead and take a peek. Clean plate. Oh, no. See, you're missing a piece right off.
I could put that on.
Please.
Let's look at the other side.
I had a feeling. Judy says, stay tuned, guys, for my video later today. I don't do lives, but would like others to check it out, what I end up with. Yes.
Well, it's going to pull beautifully because what I'm going to do is I'm going to use some matte medium on that.
Yeah.
And then we should get it all. Okay. In fact, I'll do it right now.
So come back Monday and we'll see the
gloss medium because it's got silver and gold on it. So I'll use a little bit of gloss medium. And I just put it on with my finger like that.
Judy, you're in Makers. Would you, I could post your link again here, but everybody will lose it. If you're in Makers, I know you are. So would you do me a favor and post it, today's link and video in Makers? And then we could come back and make sure we watch. I want to see what you come up with, and I don't want to miss it or forget.
It's going to be lovely, this, when it comes off.
It already is.
So there we are. I'm afraid that's it for today. We have some really marvelous pulls that came off beautifully. I love them. I think they're wonderful. We did some interesting stuff with a new colograph plate, and we pulled some with the old colograph plate, one of them. And the first colograph plate got some really fabulous results. Where is the colograph plate? It's right at the bottom, I think. There it is.
I could see like dream journals and nightmare journals.
The thing about colograph that I like is we're using it on the gel plate, and what we're getting is exactly the same thing as we put down. You notice it is not the reverse image.
Right.
It's exactly the same orientation. So that's wonderful for a change to get that, isn't it? So, I mean, we've now found a way to do things the right way round and get the right way round.
But I'm not done yet. I think I'm enjoying this. I want to do another round Monday.
Okay. I'm quite happy to do it 6 or 7 rounds at the moment.
Yeah, you've got time to make more colograph plates, impression plates.
Yep, I can. Yeah.
I want to do this more. Okay.
Okay. We will say bye-bye for now. You better come back, miss. Come on.
Boss,
You come back.
Thank you.
Baby, come back.
We appreciate you. Thank you for all this.
Thank you so much, everybody, for coming, and I hope you've enjoyed it. I've had so much fun with this. I'm really thrilled with this new direction things are taking. I really, really like this, and I hope you do too.
Yes. Lovely.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, everyone, for being here. Come back. Go see Judy later.
Yep. Here we go. Come on. There we go.